I want to welcome everybody here to Delavan-Darien High School tonight. You are not really here to hear from me. This is an informational session for all of you. We are recording this session for anybody that could not show up. My name is Jim Freitas. I am the principal here at the high school. This is my 5th year serving the wonderful Delavan-Darien community. I have a few people that make this place really rock, that make this place what it is. I want to point out their faces. Staff, when you're doing your presentation, if you would stay like in this general vicinity, because the camera is going to be on you for all the people that are at home. To get started, I want to mention the administrative team here. We have 4 people on the admin team. I've already mentioned myself. There's 2 associate principals here, Mrs. Katzenmeyer right here, Mr. Chris Zimmerman, and then our athletic director, Dr. Gayati. So we have 4 people here that are on the admin team, here to service whatever needs students have. We have a huge student services team, and 3 out of the 4 are here tonight. Adam Shade, who currently has any students' last names A through G. Sorry, Miss Salamone. Let's go with Miss Salamone, I apologize for that. Miss Salamone is last names A through G. Mr. Shade, H through P? Q? O. And then Mr. Zakowski has everybody at the back of the alphabet. So we have 300 counselors, each serving about 200 to 250 students. They're going to lead the majority of this. We do have a school social worker, Jenna Zengel, she was not able to make it tonight. But we have a big team that the 2 people that I just mentioned we're going to serve the students in whatever form, fashion, whatever is needed outside the classroom. There's an even bigger, better team that serves the needs of the students in the classroom. So at this point, I want to hand the mic over to Mr. Zakowski, who's going to be the master of ceremonies for all this information tonight. Thank you again for coming out. We look forward to having the class of 2025 be here with us.
So we have a couple goals for you all tonight, parents and students. We want to help you make informed decisions about what your students' classes, what their schedules might look like next year, because academics are an extremely important part of your students' lives here through high school. We also really want you to ask questions if you have them. If you think of them throughout the night, please ask us. If you would like, you can certainly stay after and ask us questions, but if you have them, please ask. We also really want you and your child, your students, to feel comfortable and confident about coming here to the high school next year. Listed up here would be the graduation requirements in order to graduate in 4 years from Delavan-Darien High School. The way we do credits, the way we do our graduation requirements, classes are either a half a year long or an entire year long. If you do a half of a year long of a class, you get a half credit. If you do an entire year long of a class, you get a full 1.0 credit. In order to graduate, you need to have 24 credits. So you'll notice that there's a lot of different categories, different subject areas where you need to complete classes and get credits in there. We do a really good job as counselors, as student services, of making sure that students are on track to graduate. So we will meet with them once a year and help you make sure that you know the classes that you are taking.
Again, my name is Mrs. Salamone. I'm one of the school counselors at Delavan-Darien High School. Welcome and thank you for braving the cold and the wind to come here tonight. We have a wonderful school. Talking about credits, we do have quite a few college-level classes at Delavan-Darien High School. We have 18 advanced placement classes. Those are classes that students can take a test, an AP test at the end of the class, and earn a 4-year college credit as well as high school credit. And so that's a wonderful opportunity for students. We also have credits that are called transcripted credits. We have an agreement with the Wisconsin Technical College system, so students can earn technical college credits that may transfer into four-year colleges as well. If a student was to take all of our transcripted credits that we offer at Delavan-Darien High School, students could earn over 70 college credits while they're in high school. So we aren't a huge school, but we definitely have some pretty awesome opportunities for students. Some basics to think about when we talk about becoming a freshman is we are on an 8-period day. So at Delavan-Darien High School, we have 2 semesters and an 8-period day. When we look at credits earned for graduation, and you can earn well over 24 credits for graduation, but students sometimes take a study hall, but that is not required. If a student was to take a study hall, they would earn 7 credits in a school year. If they decide not to take a study hall, they can earn 8 credits in a school year. Our school day does start at 7:30 in the morning, so it's an early school day, but students do get out of their 8th period class and are done for the day at 2:43. And so that's a little different than some of those other schools in the area. That does give a lot of opportunities for students to work, to be involved in activities, to join clubs, sports, and to be home with their families. Here's an example of a typical 9th grade schedule, so for our freshmen. Students would take a English 9 class, and students have the opportunity to take English 9 or English 9 honors. Students, of course, would take a math class, and that would depend on the class that they're taking as an 8th grade student. All of our students do take biology, high school biology, and they take a social studies class, and it's up to the student whether they would like to take an AP class, and again, that is taught at a four-year college level, or they could take the global studies class. All of our students do take health and ed, and in the past, there's been an opportunity to take health in the summer between your 8th and 9th grade year. The benefit for that is, as a 9th grader, you wouldn't take health because you've already taken it. Instead, you could take an elective class, so some other class that you're interested in taking. Students then can take additional elective classes. Sometimes those include world languages. When we think about world language or a second language, we do have, of course, Spanish classes, and those go up to AP Spanish. And we have American Sign Language. And then what's listed on here, it says another elective class, or a student can take a study hall. And that is totally up to you, your family, the student. Now we are going to hear from the core content areas. So all of our teachers are going to talk a little bit about the opportunities that they can provide your son or daughter.
So we want to start with the English department.
Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Dennis. I'm one of the 5 English teachers here in the building. As a freshman, you have 2 options. You would take English 9 or English 9 honors. Both are great options. The classes have similar Common Core State standards that they follow, similar materials, but the English honors class works at a slightly faster pace and requires more independent work. So if you're interested in taking the honors section, we would hope that you have a MAP score of 228 or above, and that you enjoy English. You like reading, you like writing, or at least it doesn't make you want to pull your hair out. So both English 9 and English 9 honors are great options, and let me know if you have any questions.
All right, next we are moving into the math department. So your math choices as a freshman.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm here to talk about the 3 math credits required for graduation and what to choose as a freshman. Right now, if you're currently enrolled in algebra, then you will be taking geometry as a freshman. The other two options are Algebra A and Algebra. Algebra A is first semester of Algebra 1. So as a freshman, Algebra A, you would take Algebra B as a sophomore, and that would be Algebra 1 over 2 years. It's a much slower pace, well, it's half the pace of the regular Algebra 1 curriculum. And as you can see, there's many options on the course selection guide. So please check that out. So Algebra A is here as a freshman, then sophomore, geometry, all the options from there. Or you might be starting here with all the options. Or regular Algebra 1 as a freshman, sophomore, and the options from there. There's also a video online and on the PowerPoint that goes into a little bit more detail. If you have any questions, please talk to your math teacher or contact me, and I will find out the answers for you. And we look forward to having you next year and have a good rest of your 8th grade year.
Okay, next up, we have the Social Studies Department.
Hi, my name is Adam Alter, and I teach social studies here. It's pretty basic, I guess, in terms of what you want to choose. You're going to have 2 classes to choose from. As you can see right here, it's the Global Studies class. And you can read through it. It focuses on world history and geography. But then we have the AP Human Geography, and this is one of the only classes you can take as a freshman. That's an AP class, and like Salamoni said, it's a college level class, and it's going to be paced like that. The work is pretty challenging, but at the same time, at the end of the class, you can take the AP test and you can gain some college credit. So if you have any questions about that, you can feel free to either call or email me or talk to your social studies teacher. They can kind of recommend which way you want to go for that. So those are your 2 choices for social studies.
Then we have the Science Department.
Good evening, my name is Nicholas Marsh. I'm here representing the Science Department at Delavan-Darien High School, and I'm here to make this extremely simple for you. We do require all incoming freshmen to take biology. That's where they start their science journey here at the DDHS. And from there, they can expand into things like chemistry, physics, or even environmental science. If you have any questions about other science offerings that we have at the high school, you can either check our course guideline, our education guide, or feel free to ask.
As Mr. Marsh mentioned, we do have a lot of extra science classes that you can take after you take your required biology class. We have tons of different offerings, including several AP science classes. Next, we want to move into PE and health.
Hello, my name is Chris Lumpkins, and I teach PE 9 here at Delavan-Darien High School. I also teach other classes as well, but your students will need to take PE 9 in their first year here at DDHS. Now, in the years that they're here, they'll need to take 3 PE classes over the course of 4 years. And each of those are worth 1/2 credit, so 1.5 credits of PE spread over those years. Along with myself and Mr. Johnson, he also teaches PE 9, and then once they get past PE 9, looking forward, they have a whole bunch of options to take, adventure ed, teen activities, individual activities, body sculpting, a lot of different things that we offer here. And one of the things we should mention is that they will need a PE shirt and lock that are sold here at school, and that will keep their things secure. They'll have a uniform for the year and for years to come. Thank you.
Right before we talk about career and technical education, I do have Ms. Renee Schwinn, who is going to discuss our special education department.
Hi everyone, I'm Renee Schwinn, one of 8 special education teachers here at the high school, and we co-teach in all the core academics, so English, math, science, and social studies. And my areas of expertise are in English and math. And if you have any questions about your students with IEPs, you can come to me and I can answer those for you.
So we're going to move into our career and technical education department, starting off with the agricultural science.
Hi, I'm Marty Scott. I teach agri science here. Freshmen, you have 8 classes I believe you can take. The philosophy behind agri science is that we try to help you find a job, career, something you're interested in. So there's a lot of exploration, careers, everything that gets related back to careers throughout the classes. We offer 13 classes total that you can take in your 4 years. 6 of them are transcripted with 2 different technical colleges, Gateway and Lakeshore Tech. Lakeshore Tech is Intro to Animal Ag because Gateway is not big into animals, so Lakeshore Tech agreed with that transcription. So that's 18 free college credits. You can start your freshman year as a second semester freshman and be a sophomore at the end of the first semester. We also have 6 classes that count as science requirements for graduation and are accepted at the UW system. Animal science, vet science, botany, physical earth and ag science, environmental science, and there's one more. But so if, you know, if chemistry is tough on you, the environmental science and physical earth and ag science will count as a physical science. So it's like the best of all worlds. It's careers, it's science, and it's college, free college credits. So do I have another slide? So those are the classes that are open to freshmen. You can see that 4 of them are transcripted. So if your schedule opens up to where you can take them, there's 12 credits as a freshman, per college. So the pluses are the sciences. Did I miss any? Nope, I got those. So the one I'm missing, I can't think of. Is that my last slide? I don't have 3. Oh, you can be an FFA by taking an ag class, which is a youth organization for kids involved with agriculture. We travel around the state when it's not COVID, and the country judging leadership events, that type of thing. And one of the classes that we're most proud of is this DNR class, Natural Resources class. We're one of like 2 high schools in the state that offer all 5 safety certifications in class. So we pushed it back to second semester this year. It's usually first semester, not knowing if we were going to be face-to-face or not. So Monday, kids start with snowmobile and ATV training. So that's something that we offer that one other school in the state does. So I think that's my last slide, isn't it? Okay.
And just to say it again, any classes that have the TC next to it. So when you're picking your classes and using those course option sheets, any of them that say TC, that is a potential to get free college credit from Gateway Technical College. So we definitely encourage you to take those credits and save some money. So next we want to move into the business department.
Hi, I'm Jody Scott, and this is Miss Hannah Becky. She is our brand new business ed teacher. We're so excited to have her. We are also excited to offer you 3 college credit classes. Business Concepts is a great class. If you're not quite sure what business is or you're interested in business, you might want to take Business Concepts. They do a really cool food truck project. Computer Applications is also a transcripted credit class. Not only only do you get the free college credit, but you also have an opportunity to take certifications for Microsoft Office Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So if you pass those tests, you actually get to put that on your resume. And we have a grant right now that we pay for those certifications. And those are about $100 a piece per test. 3 tests, $300 or more. If you fail, you can retake them. Keyboarding applications. I really wanted to get you to type faster so that you can get your homework done faster. I'm so excited. This past semester I had a student typing 11 words per minute and ended up at this semester typing 40 words a minute. So that was very impressive. Not only do we work on your improving your speed and accuracy, but we also work on making your documents look professional and ending the unit with a job application unit. And that class is also college credit. If you are a creative person, you might want to check out desktop publishing. You do publications like business cards and flyers and posters and maybe even a t-shirt or 2. Technology trends, I'm working really hard to get another certification. It's called IC3 certification. In that class, you will work on online safety, digital citizenship, HTML, Web 2.0 tools, and even work in our podcast room. And last but not least, I hope that, we hope that you will join FBLA. So if you have any questions, please stop by and see us.
All right, next we're going to move into the Tech Ed department, starting with our Woods area.
Good evening, thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Tom Duvall, I teach the Woods. Thank you for taking an initiative for your future as well as the kids' future in high school. I do teach Woods 1, that's entry level in our path through construction. I get into Woods 2, Construction 1, and Construction 2, which you'll learn about more later. Like I said, I'm here to explain what I do in Woods 1, but what I did, I wrote down a couple of points that kids brought up today in my survey of what they learned in my class and what they got out of it, and this is their words verbatim. How to read a tape measure is one thing you're learning. Overcoming my fear of using machinery. Becoming more independent. Simply learning how to explain something to someone in a different way. Trying to explain how to do something when it's very hard and difficult to get your point across. To learn how to do that. Time management was also brought up today. To learn how to do the time management. Anything can be achieved if you work hard enough. It's another thing that is learned, not necessarily me teaching it, but the kids' understanding of what I expect of them. When there's a deadline, you must meet it. It's another thing we're trying to strive in this department. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It's another thing which will help you through your high school career, asking for help from any teacher because they're very helpful. I'm just going back to more time management. That's all I got, so here's Mr. Rick.
All right, I'm Mr. Rick. I teach primarily the metals classes here. Pay close attention as you look at the board here to see the TC, like you've heard over and over again here tonight. Those are free college credits in the Gateway Technical College. In the metalworking area, we have a Metals 1 class that you should look into. We currently in that class, we do sheet metal fabrication, we do some machining on some precision equipment, and we also do some welding. It's a very fundamental class. After you finish that class, you can move on to our Welding 1, possibly our Welding 2 class.
Well, I'm Rob Traeger. I'm one of the Tech Ed teachers here at Delavan-Darien High School. I teach the small engine and autos classes, where you're going to learn hands-on skills that you can use working on your own vehicles, your own lawnmowers, anything that's got small engines. Our small engines class also is one of our dual credit classes. You can get gateway credits for taking that class and passing it. We like to have fun, working on the equipment in the shop, working on engines, working on cars, which is stuff you can use the rest of your life. Thank you.
And then we have our family and consumer sciences area.
All right, Ms. Jordan could not be here tonight, so I will be covering the Family and Consumer Sciences courses. She offers a wide variety of courses in her program. A lot of them are transcripted credit as well, and you can also walk away with some industry-recognized credentials and certifications. To start off with, she offers an interior design class that closely relates to our construction industry. She also offers a child development and human relationships class as well. These three classes, the hospitality pathway, if you take all three of these classes, freshmen coming in, you guys can take any of these three in any order, and you can walk away with an industry-recognized credential, which you can put on a resume and kind of get your foot in the door with local employers. So those are the service in the hospitality industry, principles of hospitality, and hospitality management. All three of those are recognized by Gateway, so you get the college credit, and if you take all three, like I said, you can walk out of these classes with an industry-recognized credential. Ms. Jordan also teaches a sports nutrition and fitness class. You go pretty well with your health and phy ed classes. And then last but not least, she does have some classes that relate to the health science field, which is medical terminology, and also intro to health occupations. All right, also on my list is our engineering pathway. We offer 4 different classes that relate to Project Lead the Way, which is an industry-recognized engineering curriculum. So we offer freshmen coming in, you guys should be looking at, if you're interested in engineering, look at the Introduction to Engineering Design course. After that, you can follow it up with Principles of Engineering, Computer Science Principles, and Engineering Design and Development. All these classes work to break down the engineering design process, and they work very closely with our Fab Lab and our Tech Ed department.
Okay, next we're going to move into our fine arts area. Starting off with our art department.
Hello. Hello. My name is Charlotte Van Dam. I'm a senior.
I'm Sabrina Sandhu. I'm a junior this year.
We're going to be speaking in behalf of the art department because they're not here. We are excited to tell you about the great art program that we have here at the high school. We have everything from painting, jewelry, ceramics, to photography and graphic design. There are even 2 advanced placement classes that can be taken as a junior or senior level.
There are 3 classes that are available to freshmen. You can take Basic Photo, where you learn how to use digital cameras and Adobe Photoshop. The second is Intro to Graphic Design, a computer-based class that uses Adobe Illustrator. And finally, Art Foundation, a studio-based class that does everything from drawing, painting, to sculpture and ceramics. A great class to get a taste of all the things that the department offers.
All 3 of these classes are half credit, a semester long. Yeah. Offered both semesters. This is awesome because you can pick 2 of them or mix and match with another semester of one class.
We also have an active art club that is currently working on murals through the school. Check out the books that are being painted in the English hallway if you happen to walk past.
Thank you. Take art.
All right, good evening, folks. My name is Nick Stark. I'm the band director here at Delavan-Darien High School. I'm going to just talk about the different music courses that we offer here at the high school, starting with the choir. For freshmen, incoming freshmen, we have 2 courses that are available to them. We have a cappella choir, which is open to boys and girls. No previous prerequisites for that class. And then we offer treble choir as well for the ladies. And that one, there is an audition required with Mr. Dress. And you could talk to me afterwards about how to contact him to set up an audition. Okay, going to the next slide here, we're going to be talking about band and orchestra, and I will let Ms. Byroll, our orchestra teacher, talk about her class.
Hello. Well, if you currently play a violin, a viola, cello, or a double bass, if you're playing that in middle school, I would love for you to join me here at DDHS and play for all 4 years of high school. You'll see your skills grow tremendously and get to do a lot of really fun things. We have class every day in high school, unlike middle school where it's just every other day. So we really build our skills fast. Same thing for choir and band classes. Class every day, really great activity, part of your day, and give you a little mental break from some of your academics to get your body moving and make some music. If you have questions about orchestra, I'd love to talk to you about it. And tonight, I actually have a rehearsal with some students across the hall in the auditorium, so I'll be over there afterwards to talk to you about it. So I'd love to see you in orchestra. If you don't play an instrument now, but you would like to join orchestra, I do accept beginners. We just have to talk about it first and figure out a plan for you to learn the instrument and get caught up. So, look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Ms. Byroll. Just to talk about band classes here at the high school, we have 4 different classes offered first semester. They're based on what type of music you want to play or what instrument you play. And I'm going to start with marching band and percussion ensemble. These are our entry-level courses for band students. If you play either a woodwind instrument, such as flute, clarinet, saxophone, or oboe, or a brass instrument, such as trumpet, French horn, trombone, euphonium, tuba, you would take marching band first semester and then continue on into concert band for second semester. If you play percussion instrument, you would sign up for percussion ensemble first semester and then sign up for concert band second semester. We do that just to meet the needs of the different players and to get you an experience that will help you grow on your instrument. If you're interested in jazz, we offer 2 different band classes. Our entry-level jazz class is Jazz Lab. There is no previous experience other than playing an instrument necessary for that course. And then Jazz Ensemble is our premier ensemble. We can take freshmen in the class, but you do need to audition for that to be a part of it. Going on to our next slide, we also offer other classes in the music department. We have a guitar ensemble course that you don't have to have any previous experience and you can learn how to play the guitar. And then you could continue on into semester 2 by playing in the advanced guitar ensemble. In both classes you'll learn how to read notes, how to play chords, and how to do all kinds of different guitar playing. Lastly, we have the History of Rock and Roll, which is a course that is a non-performance music class where you learn about music from the influences of rock and roll all the way up to current music. So those are all the courses that we offer here in music at DDHS, and if you have any questions, I will be over by the band and choir wing when this is concluded this evening, and you can talk to me then. Thank you very much.
I forgot one really, really important thing that I want to make sure you understand. There's a misconception out there by some that you cannot do athletics and music. So wrong. Half the orchestra are in athletics. Right now for my rehearsal, I think half the swim team is in the auditorium right now working with me. We work together. Athletic department and fine arts work together. We don't conflict. It totally works. Do both. Be involved.
All right, next we want to go into our foreign language department. We actually offer 2 different types of foreign languages, Spanish and American Sign Language. So we want to start off with Spanish. And I can certainly speak about Spanish. So as a incoming freshman, typically, you'll start off with Spanish 1. If your Spanish is pretty good, you will start at a higher level. Most students might start with Spanish 2 then, or Spanish 2 native speakers. And then you can continue on with Spanish 3, Spanish 4, and lastly we have an AP Spanish 5 class as well. We also offer American Sign Language. That was new to us last year. And new to this year was adding in a level 3 and a level 4 course. So our American Sign Language classes run for 1 semester each. So students really could take 2 years of Spanish and 2 years of American Sign Language if they wanted to. So we're proud to offer American Sign Language as a choice for all of you.
In the last 2 weeks, we've had the pleasure of visiting the different middle school classrooms and handing out course selection sheets. And so these sheets, each of your students should have, need to be turned in, and we ask you to turn them in by February 1st. They can be turned in if you're a private school student to the front office, or they can be brought directly to the Delavan-Darien High School front office here. For middle school students at Phoenix, the counselor will be collecting those forms. Make sure if you're at if you're in private school, make sure you also register and enroll online. Now there's a resource I want to highlight. It's the education guide. This guide is a real important resource to check all the courses and their descriptions here at Delavan-Darien High School. It lists courses 9 through 12. The guide is located on our district website. So if you get on the website, you're going to see our schools. Drop down to the high schools, or to the high school, enter there, and then you're going to see our students. Drop down there, and you're going to see the education guide. Again, Delavan-Darien High School website, our schools, drop down to the high school, and then our students drop down to the education guide. Thanks.
All right, next I want to turn it over and talk a little bit about athletics and turn the mic over to Dr. Adi.
Good evening, everybody. We're going to talk a little bit about after-school activities and sports right now. What we want you to notice first off is that our fall sports, which we all have listed here, we have 6 fall sports. They all start before school starts. If you wait until school starts, you're going to be about a month to 3 or 4 weeks behind. So please pay attention to those. A lot of the coaches are here with us tonight. They're going to talk briefly about their sports. A lot of them do stuff during the summer, whether it's open gyms or camps or that type of stuff. So if you're interested, please pay attention. We also have flyers of all of our sports, who's coaching them, contact information, as well as our clubs and activities. We have flyers down front. Please pick one of those up before you leave. So we have 6 fall sports. We're going to start off with boys soccer.
Hello, I'm Mike Mars. I coach boys soccer. I have coached for the last 9 seasons. The biggest thing, like Mr. Adi said, was summer, because most of the time we have at least 4 or 5 boys who do not know that it is going on, and they miss 4 or 5 games because our games start before the school year starts. For us, we have open fields, and this year we'll have open fields at Phoenix with the Borg Stadium getting redone. So it'll be behind there, and it will be on our school planner for the sports schedules. And then in July, the last week, July 26th to the 31st, we will have a contact week where we actually, it's more than open fields, we actually do coaching just to see where we're at. And then we have a couple weeks off, and then the season starts August 16th. The first 3-4 days are actual tryouts, and then the following week we start with games right away. We average about 50 to 60 players a year. We have 3 levels, so there's a spot for everybody. We have a varsity, a JV1, and then a JV2. And there's plenty of opportunities for everybody to play, even with that number of players.
Thank you. Next up is cross country.
Hello, my name is Patrick Rubel. This is my 18th year in the district. I coached on and off at the track and field for the high school. Last year I got an email from some high school kids saying we need a cross country coach. They knew I coached several years ago before I came here to Delavan. I accepted the email. It was a abbreviated season last year. I enjoyed it, so I'm going to come back again next year. I want to coach here. I want to coach cross country. Boys run 3 miles. Girls run 3 miles. Our practices, we go to, we've been to a couple of beaches. We do a lot of beach running. We've been to the Bluffs in Fontana. We run there. We run at Spring Park here in Delavan, so we're always on the go. We do scavenger hunts. It's just not run miles and miles and miles. We make it a little fun. In June, I'm going to probably put out some calendars for those that are interested. I'm going to put something up on the Delavan website with my email, we do social media. But I'm looking forward to coming back next year for my second year. Thank you.
Football's up next.
Good evening. I'm Hank Johnson, the head football coach. This is my 4th year. I'm also a Phi Ed and health teacher here at the high school. I just want to echo what Dr. Ali said, just so everyone knows, if you are coming out for a fall sport, it starts before the school year starts. So football, our first day of practice is August 2nd. So it starts over a month before school starts. So please, if you have any questions, you need to reach out. I will be standing over here tonight after the meeting. If you would like a sheet of paper, it'll have some of the times and dates. I'll have my email on there and any way to contact me. And one thing that I know all of us coaches will say, we highly suggest as freshmen, get involved. I don't care if you go out for football, I do, but I don't. I want you to do something. And I'm telling you, it will be beneficial for you to get to meet people. Go out for any sport, any activity, any club, anything, just to meet new people. Coach C, as our freshman coach, he's going to say something quick as well. We wish you the best, and we'll see you in the fall.
So Coach Johnson is our head football coach. He is our varsity coach. I coach our freshman JV team. So those of you coming in next year, I will be your coach for football. We were able to have 2 teams this year, a freshman and a JV team, because we had a lot of kids come out, and that gave plenty of opportunities for kids to play. So if you're looking to play, even if you've never played before, we have lots of kids who've never played football before, but they really love the opportunity, and the more kids we have, the more teams we will have. So if you're interested, grab a couple friends and come play football.
Thank you. Next up is girls tennis.
Good evening. My name is Coach Dunster. This is Coach Nelson. I'm the head coach for the girls and boys tennis team. This is my 5th year in the district, my 2nd year coaching here at the high school, and I've been coaching tennis professionally over 20 years. So we have a terrific program. Most of you already know Coach Nelson, so this is a huge thing for us to be growing and building in the future. And again, like Coach Johnson had said, we want you to get involved, play tennis. If you do play tennis, play in the summertime. Our girls season, I would see you first. We would start mid-August, so again, before school starts. And our season pretty much finishes up around mid-October, early to mid-October. So please come out. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'd love to speak with you. And look forward to seeing you in the fall.
Okay, our other 2 fall sports are girls swim. And if you'll notice here, we have a link to swimming. Coach Gerhold could not be here tonight, so she did a video for us. And the other one we have is volleyball. We have 3 teams for volleyball. We call JV2, JV1, and varsity. Again, there's a link on there. They will run open gyms, and they will run camps during the summer if you're interested in volleyball. So again, just a quick reminder, those fall sports, you can see when they start. It's well before school. Don't wait, get involved. Winter sports, we have a few of our coaches here. We have 4 winter sports. Boys basketball, Coach Bazar could not be here tonight. Generally, our winter sports start mid-November and run into February and March. Okay, so it's a longer season. Boys basketball runs 3 teams right now, a freshman team, a JV2 team, which is also a freshman team, JV1 team, and a varsity team. Girls basketball, Coach Speth.
We play in this gym. 24-game schedule. We've had 2 teams, varsity and JV, due to numbers, more girls that go out. We tried to have 3 teams last year. We had 3 teams, so we try to get all the girls that go out to be on the team with numbers so that they can play. We run some open gyms in the summer. We play in a league in Lake Geneva. So a lot of communication is done by Remind. If you get a hold of the athletic director's office, they can get you the numbers to sign up for the Remind information, or go ahead and contact me or the AD office, and they can get you to me for more information on that. So.
Remember, we have girls swimming in the fall. During the winter time, we have boys swimming. So again, if you're interested in boys swimming, usually starts mid-November or so, goes through till February. Again, if you want to click on that link from the first page, that'll go to Lauren's video that she did for swimming in general. The other winter sport we have is wrestling.
I'm Clay Nelson, been here for a long time, and when I walk in this gym, I just think of all the great memories that I've been blessed to have in this gym. And as you come into high school, I think it's going to be very exciting. It's a great place to be. This is Coach Johnson. If you like physical activity, I would strongly encourage you to consider wrestling. The first 20 minutes of our practice every day is basically CrossFit training with battle ropes, with doing a lot of planks, with a lot of dumbbell exercises for biceps, triceps, lats, traps, whatever it might be. If you're wondering which teams make up our conference, if you look on the banners back behind me over here, those are the 8 teams that make up the conference. And this past year, we actually just finished with a conference championship in wrestling, and we look forward to a very, very, very solid group coming back next year as well. And we would absolutely, positively love for you to be a part of that. And as a lot of the other coaches have said, please get involved regardless of whatever you do. You're in high school one time, you got 4 years, you can work a long time. Take advantage of the opportunities that are there. I know a lot of you from class, we've got a great group coming in. It's exciting, so make the most of it.
Okay, again, we offer 4 winter sports. Come springtime, we offer 6 sports. First up is girls soccer. Coach Mars.
I have coached girls soccer for 5 seasons. It starts in March. We usually start inside because it's too wet outside. And then with that, we start open gyms, usually after winter break. And then for girls soccer, we have 2 levels, varsity and a JV. We average about 40 girls a season. We can play up to about 24 games. And that's also with the boys, it'd be about 24. I think that's it.
Very good. Next sport, boys tennis.
Hey everyone, again, Coach Dunsker also coaches the boys tennis team in the spring. And Coach Nelson will be right beside me. I won't see you for a whole year, but my biggest thing with you is to keep playing in the summertime and fall and winter. If you can make it, grab a partner and just keep playing, but it's important for you guys to stay active and stay involved. So looking forward to seeing you next year in the spring.
Next sport is golf.
Hi, my name is Dan Piaja. I'm a boys golf coach. I've been doing this for about 10 years. In addition to coaching golf here, I'm also the PGA professional at Melbourne Golf Course here in Delavan, which is our home golf course where we have our practices. Again, this sport doesn't come up for you guys till 2022. I'd highly encourage anybody that is interested in playing golf their freshman year in the spring, that you start this coming spring. Get as much playing time as you possibly can and give yourself a jump start against the other guys. We are trying to get both JV and varsity squads together on the varsity level. Boys golf in Southern Lakes Conference is one of the very few in the state that plays 18-hole matches. So if you're a varsity level golfer, that means when we have matches, you're getting out of school about 11:30 for the day. Instead of being cooped up in school, you're out on a nice golf course, sunshine, having a good time with your peers. We'd really like to have you when the time comes. Thank you, and if you have any questions, I can be found in Delbrook anytime in the summer.
Okay, we also offer baseball during the spring. Baseball runs 2 teams, plays upwards of 20 to 24 games. We run a varsity and JV team. We also have softball. Past couple of years, we've had 1 team. And again, we try to get 20, 24 games in scheduled for them, whether depending on that. And the other sport we have is track and field. And we run a full indoor and outdoor track and field season. Those 3 sports, we are in the process of replacing our coaching staff or finding new coaches for that. So we're in the process of going through that. So again, 6 sports in the spring. The other thing I want to go through real quickly is the clubs and activities we offer at the high school. Again, these are all listed in the flyer we have down front. Please grab one of these on the way out if you're interested. Get involved. Art Club, Common Mentors, FBLA, FFA, E-Gaming Club, International Club, National Honor Society, Photo Club, SGA, Ski Snowboarding Club, Skills USA, Stage Crew, Student Council, and Yearbook. Again, get involved. Thanks for your time.
So we ask that if you have any individual questions for any teacher, staff member, a coach, a club advisor, that you can certainly ask at the end here and come up to them and they can answer your questions for you. But we do have a couple minutes left, so we will open things up to any large group questions that anybody might have right now. I see one way up in the top. Yes. So, as mentioned before, our student services team, we have 3 full-time counselors, a full-time social worker, and then a school psychologist who goes between the high school and the middle school. And so we offer a lot of support in terms of staff members who are available. And so we work really well with our teachers and communicating that we are here for the students and we want to make sure that, first and foremost, your social emotional needs are taken care of first. And so at any time, we try to make sure, we try to get across to everyone that our lines of communication are open, and if you are struggling with something, please reach out to us and we will meet with you and help you in any way we can. We love when parents get involved and reach out to us. Anytime if you're concerned about your child and you just want someone in the school, because your child is going to be here 8 hours a day. So that's a lot of time away from you. And if they're going through something, it's hard to know that they are here and you're not with them. So please feel free as a parent to reach out to us directly, and we can certainly do something as simple as a check-in with them and just kind of see how they're doing and monitor them. But we love when we have open communication with parents because it really helps keep them supported, not only at home, but through the school as well. Other questions for the group? All right. Well, at this time, if you do have individual questions for a teacher, staff member, coach, please feel free to come down and ask. But we want to thank you all for coming down tonight. Please drive safe, and we hope to see you next year. Thank you.